We've seen uncovered images before in spy shots, but here's the official image and word on the 2019 Ram heavy-duty pickups. Ram dropped so much verbiage on new features that we'd need the truck's 7,680-pound max payload rating to haul the releases. So dig in. We'll start with that max payload rating and the 35,100-pound tow rating. Gimlet-eyed truck watchers will note the Ram HD's max tow rating is exactly 100 pounds more than that available on a Ford Super Duty, meaning the Auburn Hills clan takes the best-in-class mantle for a few months. The other big number, 1,000 foot-pounds of torque from the high-output version of the 6.7-liter Cummins inline-six turbo diesel, a 70 pound-foot increase over the 2018 Ram 3500 HD. Completing the specs at the top, that high-output motor produces all that torque at 1,800 RPM and makes 400 horsepower at 2,800 RPM. One step down, the standard output 6.7-liter Cummins puts out 370 horsepower and 850 pound-feet. Thanks to developments like a compacted graphite iron block, lighter pistons, hollow camshaft, and new forged connecting rods and bearings, the Cummins engine has lost more than 60 pounds. The entry-level motor is a 6.4-liter Hemi gas-powered V8 with an unchanged 410 horsepower and 429 pound-feet. The high-output Cummins pairs to an Aisin AS69RC 6-speed transmission with upgraded hardware and programming for better shifting and oversight of the gravity-warping torque. The regular Cummins mates to a significantly upgraded version of the in-house 6.8 RFE 6-speed automatic. The 6.4-liter Hemi works with the well-known TorqueFlite 8 HP 7.5 8-speed automatic, bolstered for heavy-duty obligations, the first time the 8-speed makes an appearance in a Ram HD. A column-mounted shifter works the gear sets on the Cummins-equipped rigs, and a rotary dial on the center stack controls the shift-by-wire 8-speed. The Cummins motors come with two 220-amp alternators. The Hemi V8 gets a 220-amp and a 160-amp alternator, which Ram says is the, quote, first gas-driven application of its kind in either class. There will be 6 trims available: Tradesman, Bighorn Lone Star, Power Wagon, Laramie, Laramie Longhorn, and Limited. The HD trucks don't share any exterior sheet metal with the light-duty 1500, and each trim is known by different grills, bumpers, and wheels. Designers pushed an interlocking theme, with things like the grill, hood, and fenders sharing pieces. The same with the instrument cluster, instrument panel, and center console inside. Outside, 3 headlight choices top out with LED projectors that swivel up to 15 degrees in the direction of travel. Above them, the raised aluminum hood helps the new HD lose up to 143 pounds compared to the outgoing model. Badging moves to the scalloped sides of the hood to leave the front doors free for commercial signage. Ram box lights are now in the lids for better illumination of the contents. The wheel flares, body side moldings, side steps, shark fin antenna, and spoiler on the new aluminum tailgate are all new additions. 6 new 8-lug wheels range from 17 inches to 20 inches, and 3 of the 12 possible colors are new: Bullet Silver, Patriot Blue, and Diamond Black Crystal. The taillights house amber turn signals, and some trims come with smoked lenses. There's a new stamping for the full-length rear bumper featuring larger corner steps, a lower center step, and a lower valance that hides the parking sensors. All 2019 Ram HD trims get extensive NVH abatement measures, including acoustic glass, hydromounts on the C-pillars, a lower front air dam, and improved driveline angles and pinion seals. On top of that, 2 frame-mounted, active-tuned mass modules emit frequencies to counter chassis vibrations, and 2 of the 4 available stereos feature active noise cancellation. On trucks with a 6.4-liter V8 that has cylinder deactivation, the vibration countermeasures mean a wider range of operation in 4-cylinder mode, resulting in better fuel economy. High-strength steel makes up 98.5% of the frames, with hydroformed main rails, fully boxed rear sections, and 6 cross members. The new 2-piece front suspension cross member adds longer welds for more strength. The standard trucks get 9.25-inch AAM axles in the front, 11.5 inches in back. The 3500 HD with the max tow package puts a beefed up 12-inch AAM axle at the rear with 4.25-inch axle tubes. The Class 5 hitch on the 2500 is rated at 20,000 pounds. The 3500 gets a 23,000-pound Class 5 hitch. A 3-link suspension sits up front on the 2500 and 3500. In back, the 2500 uses a 5-link coil spring suspension. The 3500 gets Hotchkiss rear leaf springs. Optional air suspension on the 2500 replaces the rear springs with airbags. On the 3500, 2 airbags supplement the leaf springs. On all models, frequency response dampening, or FRD, on all 4 corners provide a measure of adaptive damping. The baggers have 3 modes. Normal payload, that lifts the rear to normal ride height in response to the payload. Bed lowering, which drops the back as low as it'll go to make trailer hookup easier. And trailer tow mode, that can lower the rear suspension an inch to try to level the truck with the trailer. The Rams also fit larger 2-hook openings, in case the truck itself becomes the towee. A standard 4 or 7-pin connector sits in the bumper, with another 7-pin connector at the back of the bed for gooseneck and 5th-wheel trailers. A rear camera in the tailgate handle pairs with another camera in the CHMSL that provides a view of the bed and can help hooking up a trailer. If a buyer chooses the remote camera prep package, enabling a camera mounted in or behind a trailer, a 12 or 7-pin connector replaces the 4 or 7-pin connector. The Power Wagon version goes beyond anything mentioned so far in service to its deep woods and deep muck brief. It gets a unique lifted suspension, locking front and rear differentials, disconnecting sway bar, and a 12,000-pound Warn Xeon 12 winch with synthetic line. The range of standard and optional convenience features include a 360-degree surround view camera with trailer reverse guidance view, and the TPMS can monitor 6 tires on the pickup and up to 12 tires on a trailer. The dozens of standard and optional driver assistance features include adaptive cruise control, autonomous emergency braking, ABS with rough road detection, forward collision warning, hill start assist, parksense park assist, rear cross path detection, and better mirror-mounted rear spotlights. The interior mimics the outstanding setup developed for the Ram 1500, here bigger and with more options for commercial users. That means a 12-inch screen on the top-tier infotainment system, 12 storage configurations for the center console, 5 USB ports, dedicated and assignable switches, and a wireless charging dock. The 3 possible 115-volt plugs can all handle up to 400 watts for charging and powering tools. A 3.5-inch screen slots into the dash cluster with a full color and configurable 7-inch screen as an option. Uconnect screens run from 5 inches to 8.4 inches to 12 inches, flanked on both sides by larger HVAC controls that can be operated with gloves on. The center console area grows by 2.9 liters to 22.6 liters, housing larger storage and docking areas. Check out the full story on Autoblog.